Welcome back to more Acolyte. We are on season 1 episode 6 now. Last episode was amazing, as if you couldn't tell. Right after that I posed with my lightsaber, took some pictures, changed my whole YouTube banner, changed my Twitter profile pics. If you want to hear me just rave about Acolyte, follow my Twitter down below. Been enjoying this series a whole lot. It seems like the positive vibes of the show have gone up a lot since last episode. Even the die-hard haters were trying to nitpick and find something to complain about, but we ignore those people here. But yeah, overall, it's just like one of the best live action fights we've ever seen in Star Wars. We've also gotten like big confirmations this week that like there's gonna be 2 Sith in this series, so they're probably gonna show Plagueis, and we already kind of assumed that they're probably gonna show Plagueis or Tenebris, I guess, at the end. A lot of theories going around that Qimir is actually Darth Venomous, I guess is his name. I don't know the books very well, so I just go on what I'm hearing around. But yeah, it could turn out to be that. I hope we do see Darth Tenebris. I've researched him a little bit. He looks pretty cool. He's a Bith. But yeah, right now we got Qimir with Osha. No more secrets of him being like mysterious or anything, so they could just full on show him this episode and just talking with Osha and stuff like that. Mae is going back to Coruscant with Soul. Soul has a huge secret that he was about to tell Osha. He said he'll talk about it soon, but Osha's not with him anymore, so he's gonna probably tell Mae the truth there. Basil has a part of Pip and is following Mae, probably gonna try to out her and scream at her or whatever, but Yord was the only one that could speak Basil-ish or whatever. So we don't really have anyone that we know of that can speak with Basil. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the show. I want to know Soul's secret really badly. I have no faith in the Soul Patrol anymore. I think he's done something really bad. Maybe unredeemable, I don't know. A lot of people were already like fine with Qimir after they saw his arms last episode, so they're like, okay, you can kill Yord and Jecki, I guess. Man, I'm gonna miss Yord and Jecki. Mostly Jecki. But yeah, anyways, let's hop into this episode. Let me know your thoughts on it once it's over down in the comments. Leave a like, watch Bad Batch, Rebels, Clone Wars, all the reactions on my channel. Subscribe. Hit the join button if you want to become a member of the channel as well. And let's hop into it. They showed Kylo Ren's head in the intro here. I don't know if that's on purpose or have they been doing that the whole time? I don't know. But Kylo Ren's theme played last episode. Knights of Ren stuff is going on most likely. Let's see where this all goes. I wonder if she's on like... Did he take her back? Is this like Ahch-to or wherever the island was at the beginning? It's the only place that doesn't have a title card. It seems like it could be Ahch-to. He bandaged her up, so he didn't use force healing on her, I guess. It was just a forced turnover. She doesn't even know, like... that is Qimir she's with. There's his bag. Qimir boots. Yeah, man, we gotta be on Ahch-to. It's like too similar. I don't know if Ahch-to has its own theme or whatever, but if we hear it, I probably wouldn't recognize it. Or would I? Is this his theme? It's... Last time I saw Ahch-to was in the Lego game. But I'm pretty sure that's it. So peaceful. Unknown planet. Really? Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess we would have to see those little porgs or whatever to really confirm it. We'd have to be drinking blue milk right now. Yo, those things grow up to become porgs. No, they don't. Wait, we milk those in the future for blue milk. No, I don't know. Hey, there he is. Kofar. I'm not a fan of title cards in Star Wars. It makes sense for the Acolyte because it's the first thing ever. So introducing Coruscant and having a title and everything, sure. But I will say I'm not that big of a fan of it. It did allow for people to be like, that ice planet is from the Clone Wars season 4 or whatever. So that's cool. There's been a lot.
My whole team is dead.
Mae, In this test, you must divine what images appear on the testing screen.
What do you want me to do?
We never got to see Mae do that test.
There is a much larger threat than we anticipated.
No way she's just gonna do that right now.
I'm going to reset the transceiver.
Is that their lightsabers plugged in up there? I can't tell. No, it looks like just levers. I heard in the High Republic era and like olden time in Star Wars, you had to, at least for like solo starfighters, I guess, you had to plug your lightsaber in for Jedi. Yeah, Jedi starfighters. I guess this is different. But to actually power it on, you had to put in your lightsaber. Kind of sick. Slow breaths, man. Is he, well, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna try to lie about it? Like, he knows this is all his fault, right? Like, probably it all leads back to him. Qimir wasn't completely wrong. They did train little Jecki as a soldier and bring her to battle. Brought all these people here, but also it all leads back to whatever he did 16 years ago. Basil, what are you making, man? Oh, Pip can duplicate. Born as 2. Yo, I'm gonna just say it again. Kofar was an unknown planet. They made that for this show. They would have a name for this planet if they didn't want to leave it a mystery. Like, they're doing unknown planet for a reason. To reveal it later as something bigger that we already know, maybe? What if they're like, it's Tatooine? There's this one little spot on Tatooine that's a nice tropical area. The oasis on Tatooine. You never knew it existed? There it is. He's got some cuts. I wonder why his mask is so like torn up and stuff. How many people has he fought? Or is he just like a bad welder? I don't know. He probably knows you're there, Osha. He knows. I mean, come on. Oh, this is the trailer shot. I always thought it was Mae.
How does it feel?
She's got her stance right.
You didn't keep your own saber when you left the Order.
Mm-hmm. It's the first thing she like reached for when the Jedi showed up on her planet when she was little, and then Sol showed it to her. She got really excited when Sol wanted to bring her on the mission too, because she asked, "Do you want me back in the Jedi Order or whatever?" Man, she really does want to be a Jedi.
You should keep your other elbow up higher. Allows for a swifter block.
Join him. People are going to be going crazy over this scene on Twitter. Oh no.
I'm wondering if it's honorable to kill me like this. Heat of battle is justified. But a few hours later, it's vengeance.
He doesn't care about rules, but he knows you do. What's she looking at?
Why not kill me? Am I supposed to be your prisoner?
Prisoner? You're the one with the weapon.
Did you kill Sol?
No.
Did you kill Mae?
No.
But he wanted to.
Interesting you ask about him first, though. He taught you the Jedi arts. But he's more to you than that.
Huh, okay. Why did he bring her back? I mean, is she gonna be the Acolyte? The true one? I don't know. When she hears the truth about what Sol did, I think she could be the Acolyte.
Oh, sir.
She might want that revenge. I don't know. Dang.
You saved us, Osha. You saved me.
He really doesn't know. He's blinded right now. You really don't notice the forehead? It's under her hair.
To make things right. It's time for me to face the High Council. To
Yeah.
tell them everything.
Yeah. Huh.
Do you want to take a look?
She's not gonna know how to fix it. She's not Osha. She's not a mechneck.
Gains.
Hey, Night Coruscant looks
Colleagues
great.
in the expansion region will vote in favor of an external review of the Order.
Randor has never been a friend of the Jedi.
The Jedi are always transparent with the Senate. This is a case of
Always transparent, surely.
grasping for power.
There were casualties.
Who?
The connection was faulty, but
Everyone.
the entire team.
Oh, she's going out there now.
Get him back on the comms.
Unfortunately, we've lost contact.
Prepare a rescue team to depart for the planet Kofar immediately.
Oh, we're getting the light whip. We're getting the lightsaber whip.
You speak as if you were a Jedi.
I was. A long time ago.
Really? A long time
I've
ago.
never heard of you.
Yo, how old are you?
It was a really long time ago.
You look like a really long time. Yo, how old is he? He looks like 25, 26.
If you keep me here, Soul comes to you. He's found me before. And his strength in the Force is very powerful.
You think that his strength, that's your strength in the Force, Osha. Someone ought to teach you that. I'd start swimming if you want to make it to the ship before sundown. Or you could wait for the tide to go out.
With the lightsaber? You'd let her leave? No, she's gonna stay. She's curious, and I am too. Why'd he do all that? She doesn't seem to miss what she called her family last episode. Yord or Jecki. He wants to throw punches. Yeah.
Relax, okay?
Those boots look like they could take a stomp. Oh. They're onto you. Oh no.
What if I reset you to factory settings?
It's pretty messed up. Let Pip do all the work.
Can you run a check on the power system?
Factory settings really give him red eyes? Evil Pip? Aww. They're kind of gross.
If you were a Jedi, you know it's something you must exercise. Without training, it fades.
And that's what they told you.
Mm-hmm.
The Jedi teach there's only one way to access the Force. And if you don't do it their way, it fades. But there is another way. Anger, fear.
It can come out, yeah.
Loss, desire.
That's the path to the dark side.
Semantics.
He doesn't care.
I killed Jedi. I killed those who threatened my existence.
You killed Yord.
A man who didn't hesitate to turn you in for a crime you didn't commit.
You killed Jecki.
And where did you think that was going to go?
That one's inexcusable.
You would have had the same relationship with her that you have with your master. One-sided.
I'm not my sister. I'm not that easily corrupted.
Mae said you were by the Jedi. He's not at all afraid of that. Oh my gosh.
Why do you still think of yourself as a Jedi? They didn't want you.
It's not true.
She left on her own,
I
right?
left
Why?
because I chose to.
Are you sure about that?
Let me go.
What you're feeling right now, this anger, this pain, this is who you are.
They didn't throw me away.
Then why aren't you a Jedi?
Yo, he might convince me to join the dark side.
Because I failed!
I think she's gonna be the Acolyte. Tell me about your story, man.
But when you lose everything, that's when you're finally free.
Huh. She's free. She's the Acolyte now. For him. He set her free. Dang, man. Okay. Where's my text? Okay, they're done with it.
You get nauseous when you travel through hyperspace?
I don't get sick. I find it unsettling.
Is that part of the books or something?
I ran a diagnostic. Had to restart the system. Should be 5 minutes or so.
Perfect time for a soul story.
Soul?
A deep soul search.
How could I not have sensed that villain's true intentions when we first met him on Olega?
Yeah, that's what people were wondering.
Your pip droid.
Yes. He's okay now.
I noticed the way you take care of him. Love him. Even though he's just a machine.
I've always been like that. Even when I was little.
I know.
I had to lose a lot of myself in order to become a Jedi.
I'm sorry if you felt that way.
How could I feel any other way? Have you told me everything that happened on Brentalk?
You were very young.
But I'm not now.
Tell her.
Tell me.
I think next episode's gonna be a whole backstory. At least part of it. From the Jedi's perspective.
Hello, is anybody there? Can you hear me?
Identify yourself.
My name is...
He caught on. No. He still thinks that's Osha. He just would have done that. He doesn't want to say the story. But even Basil's like, hey, yo.
Mae.
Oh, no, he does know? Nah, he would have shot at her if she was Osha too. Yo, Basil's the only good one. Where is he going? That is so unlucky. So unlucky. Oh. I mean, she's gonna whip out the lightsaber whip, but like, there's no one here. We know it. They're just gonna burn all the bodies, I guess.
Seems an Umbra moth colony hatched last night and wreaked havoc on a local settlement. If the Jedi had been anywhere near that colony, that could explain a lot.
They're gonna find lightsaber marks in the bodies though, so.
It could.
Umbra moths did not do it. Man, imagine stumbling across that scene, trying to piece it together. Ugh. Oh, look at that. Repairing.
I thought she wanted more than just revenge. She wanted what I want.
What do you want?
The power of two.
The power of two.
Where'd you get that scar?
He did that on
How do you
purpose.
think I got it?
Looks like someone stabbed you in the back.
Someone who threw me away.
Could it have been Soul? Yo, what did Soul do? He knows Soul. Are they... If he's really old...
Kurtosis.
Kurtosis, yeah.
Lightsabers, but also a sensory deprivation headpiece. Like we used as younglings.
Ah. So, yeah, no one can force sense in. Magneto. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying is, if he really is old, he could be related to Soul. Soul was taken at a very young age. He said he didn't want to be on Coruscant at first and join the Jedi until he saw more kids like him, and then he was excited about it. That's what he told young Osha. So, he was taken really young. This could be his brother. And he was mad that they picked him to be a Jedi over him. You know, maybe Qimir here is a stronger one. Jealous of Soul. I don't know. Where are the Kurtosis? Oh, why the cut to that? Oh, why? Oh, man. Are we just hearing that, or is that her? She could be like a little detective Jedi, you know? That guy in Clone Wars, I always forget his name. As soon as I hear it, I'll remember, but he could just feel the floor and like know what was going on. An explosion.
One versus many. His power extraordinary, his skills erratic. His sole aim was to leave no survivors.
Oh, this is... Hey, yo. She kills a bug with it. That's what we see. Dang, that whip.
Powerful Jedi has fallen. You don't think Master Soul was responsible?
That is quite the accusation.
That's a question.
Who else would possess the power to slay such a strong group?
Something to tip the scales.
Yeah.
But if he did this, why would he send us a distress signal?
I just want to know what lightsaber combat is like with a lightsaber whip. Like, that's what I want to see. Man. Basil's got to turn the system back on. The tracker.
I have no intention of harming you, Mae. You need to find your master. We need to save Osha. You and I are going to talk.
Okay.
I've had 16 years. Think about what I would say to you if I ever got the opportunity.
He made some big mistakes. Please no. Like... Oh, I thought that was the end. It's gonna be them. We're not gonna hear the story yet. It's gonna be all next episode. Dang it. But she's gonna put on the helmet. We're gonna probably be getting two perspectives. The story and Osha connecting more with the Force. Regaining her abilities, probably. This planet just has a lot of cortosis on it. It's in the rocks. Kylo's theme again. No, it's similar. It's not the same, I don't think. Oh, luckily that fits you. I am Iron Man. It looks so funny on her. It's kind of big, actually. Wow, he sees just through that? He just senses, mostly. Man, these episodes need to be longer. They Teach/Corrupt, that's the episode name, because now they're separated again. Well, really excited to hear the backstory that Soul has to offer next episode, but I wish we got some of it here. These episodes are just so short. They feel shorter than some Rebels episodes, even though it says 39 minutes. That's still really short. Some interesting stuff is being set up here. I really like that they're hiding whatever planet Qimir is on here. That Osha is kind of just staying with him. She knows she's lost everything. Maybe she's gonna find out while wearing the helmet that she hasn't really lost everything, and she will choose to go back to Mae and not become the Acolyte, you know, to Qimir. We've got Vernestra and her team being detectives trying to figure out exactly what went on. I don't know how they're gonna locate Soul, you know, and capture him. I want the last two episodes, man. I want them. I don't want to wait. That was so short. My predictions for the next episodes, besides episode 7 just being a flashback, I think Vernestra's going to be on to Soul. Basil's going to activate the tracker back on so that the Jedi Council and all of them, and Vernestra especially, know where to find Soul. They're going to be chasing him through space, maybe capture him. Maybe that'll all be in the finale. I don't know. What is Qimir and Osha gonna be doing though? This episode, I do really, really like how Qimir is not just like such a black and white villain, you know? He's not just like, join me on the dark side or anything. He doesn't really see the darker Jedi that way. He just wants to be free, and he thinks he's being oppressed by the Jedi. He lost everything at some point in his life, and honestly, maybe that's kind of a story I want to hear more than just Souls. I really want to hear what happened to Qimir. How he became a Sith Lord, who his master is or was, if he's killed them. He's not really corrupting Osha to join the dark side. It's kind of just like telling her a bunch of truths and seeing where she goes with it, seeing how she reacts, and giving her the choice, not keeping her as a prisoner. Letting her hold the lightsaber so she doesn't feel threatened. Letting her escape to the ship if she wants. Telling her the best time to before the tide comes in, you know? He's making her feel really comfortable with joining the dark side, even though that's not really what he would call it. He wouldn't even call himself a Sith, apparently. So it was enough to even like convince me. I was like, yo, I kind of do like, I would stay on that island with him. He's pretty cool. It's like the deepest we're getting to know a Sith, rather than just like them being evil, or, you know, a lot of the time they're not just evil. There's not just black and white villains in Star Wars, obviously. We can see an entire 7 seasons of Anakin turning to the dark side, and eventually his fall. But it's one that we can really sit down with, have a nice bowl of soup or whatever she was eating or drinking, and just talk with Qimir and learn a bit about his past. Learn about how the Jedi are actually the ones holding you back. There are like 3 big things that I really want to know in the show, and once we know those things, I feel like it'll just piece everything together in a much more coherent way. That is, what exactly happened on Brendok, why Osha left the Jedi Order, or was kicked out, whatever one. She apparently left herself, and Qimir's story. We need to know those 3 things, and hopefully by episode 8, we will know all of that, which is the final episode. So, or next episode would be even better if we know all of the reasons why then. Then we can piece the whole show together, and it would feel a lot better. I've been loving it so far, but I really want answers to those questions, and it's been weeks. 5 weeks and no answers. but I've gone longer in a lot of other shows without answers. But yeah, I really feel like those 3 things can change everything. A lot of people are still viewing Soul as a good person, and I just don't, but I don't know his story, so I can't exactly judge him. Qimir at times is so calm and peaceful. What he's doing here with Osha, it's like scary sometimes, while Soul has just become more and more reserved and afraid, like he's really hiding some darkness in him. The way Qimir talks about Soul as well, it's like, whatever Soul did might be 10 times worse than what Qimir just did last episode. So the show is really making me side with Qimir right now. If there was one thing I just wished for more in the show, was longer episodes, because I'm watching The Boys right now and House of the Dragon, and those shows go to so many places, especially House of the Dragon. You're going all over Westeros, and so much gets done in one single episode. You can talk about it forever. But when an episode is this short, like a 30-minute episode, it's just like not a lot happens. But I do like what they did cover here. I just wish right after all these scenes, it didn't just hit the credits, but they just put episode 7 in here and went to the backstories, show all of that. That's my only complaint, because I usually don't say this about Disney Plus shows, about how they could be shorter. I always say they should be longer. But if they just mushed 2 episodes together here, boom, and made it an episode shorter, maybe 2 episodes shorter, because episode 1 and 2 could have been mashed together as well. That would have fit pretty well. They could have a nice 6-episode series here. I'm glad some stuff got resolved in this episode, though, like a lot did. Vernestra investigating the planet, Soul realizing that he's with Mae and not Osha. Same with Pip realizing, and Basil as well. Pip might be like destroyed at this point. Factory settings, I don't know if you can go back from that. That's exactly what happened to C-3PO in The Rise of Skywalker, and he got red eyes right after that as well. So that was kind of a cool parallel, I guess. Anyways, really excited for next week's episode, the journey into the dark side for Osha and the past for Mae and Soul, and hopefully Qimir as well. Hopefully we get all that next episode. Hopefully it's a longer one as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go ahead and edit this for you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the episode down below. What do you think exactly is going to unfold by the end of the series? Did any more insane predictions come from this episode here? Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Bad Batch and Rebels reactions, which are going on right now. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next week.